Guys, the day we've been waiting for has finally come out. Hashirama Senju is now officially in Ninja Tribes, but is the god of Shinobi worth the wait, or has Bandai screwed it up? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC. Guys, welcome to the 4-star Hashirama showcase. Alright, so a lot of us have been waiting for Madara and Hashirama for quite some time, and we finally got at least one of them. Now, the question is this epic name, marquee name, worth the wait? Is even worth putting on your team? You know how Bandai does. The big names aren't always the best names in the game, right? We know some of these characters that come out are just pretty much filler characters, and they're just big marquee names to get people's money. So what we want to do today is explore him. You know how we do the showcase. We're going to start off with his usual artwork. Now, I do have him at 4 stars. Shout out to my boy Mally. He's going to be using Tobarama at 5 stars because he did pull him at 4. I still got mine at 1, and I don't plan to actually use him until I'm ready. But yeah, let's go over Hashirama and let's talk about everything that he is and everything that he does and how he does well in Arena and where else you can use him and what Hashirama will do for you on your team, if anything at all. Alright, so here we go. Let's go over the artwork, guys. Now, you know this is perfect representation of what he is. You got the mountains in the background, you got, sorry, not mountains, you got the trees in the background, you got the leaves blowing, signifies exactly his wood style jutsu, signifies the fact that he's the founder of the Leaf Konoha village, and you know, the confidence that he exudes there is fantastic. Now, this artwork though is a little bit bad in my opinion. His face is a little too long, his chin's a little too wide, so not a big fan of the artwork, but overall they did the demeanor and the actual background correctly, so I'll give them that. Let's talk about his stats. Now, he is a T unit, keep this in mind, guys. So critical damage increase rate at 28.17%. As you see him, I have only at level 95, not 103, which I would normally have him at. Critical suppression is 18%. Crit rate's actually pretty good at 31%, not gonna lie. He doesn't have any bonuses outside of the Gamma coins, right? He doesn't have any of the actual like a crit up on the training stones. They don't get that with T units, so critical rate not bad, especially at level 103. When you max that out, this is what you'll be sitting at 4 stars. A 5 star will probably push him to closer to 40%, right? Guard rate 31%, really good for a T unit. Guard suppression rate 21%, not bad actually considering. And the rest of them are fairly straightforward. Now, as you guys are aware, T units are jack of all trades. This is not bad actually for a T unit, considering the crit rate and guard rate is actually really high for a T unit, so not bad in terms of stats, guys. All right, let's talk about link bonuses. If you guys saw the live feed, you already know how this works. So it's Tobirama and Hiruzen for the attack. You need Tsunade and Minato for the defense, and HP you need KCM and Yamato. Now, this is a pretty heavy like pretty hard one actually to get. So KCM is the only one you actually can't get from the shop. You can get Tobirama, you can get Hiruzen, you can get Tsunade, you can actually get Minato at 1 stars, but the only one you cannot get from the shop is KCM. And there is no EF banner currently, guys, so if you did not pull on him, you're losing out on a big part for T units, and that's the HP. And that's unfortunate. It's going to be an issue for you, especially trying to get the frame, right? Okay, let's go to the tribes. Now, there's 2 tribes here. The first one is a 2-man tribe with Tobirama. It is a T tribe. It does damage to one enemy, of course, lowers all enemies guard rate by 18%, and then lowers all enemies chakra by 2,500, boosts all allies guard rate, and also allies guard damage reduction rate by 22% for the rest of the battle. So a very defensive 2-man tribe, right? So this may do you pretty well in Abyss, but there are better options out there, so chances are you won't be using this one at all. But the A tribe here, with Hiruzen, finally, Sarutobi gets a little bit of love. So this one here is going to probably be one of your main ATB tribes, especially if it's a feature tribe. Or a feature tribe means they give you a bonus damage plus to it because it's the brand new tribe that's out. As you can see here, all 3 elements are involved. There's fire, wood, and water. So essentially, it's a single target damage nuke, deals 25% extra damage when you're faster than your opponent, lowers the target's damage reduction rate by 37% for the rest of the battle, guys. That's a lot, especially in ATB. That will do a lot of damage to that unit and that'll make everybody else hit harder too, right? Boost all allies damage increase rate by 20%, which is really, really good, and boost all allies critical rate by 30%. So in ATB, guys, you usually pull off 3 tribes, right? That is stacking 3 times. Every single one of those are going to stack 3 times. So that's what makes this an incredible ATB tribe. So something I highly recommend, if you did pull both of them, get Hiruzen up, and you may have yourself a pretty damn good tribe, especially if you don't have Connected Feelings already. Connected Feelings will probably still be superior, but just in case, guys, you never know. All right, going to enhancement and gears. Let's talk about his skills. Wood style D4 is Bloom. So single target damage deals 54.7% more damage if he has HP below 50%, increases allies guard rate by 30%, so that's similar to Jiraiya and Blossom, and Choji, and lowers all enemies attack by 13.88, and lowers all enemies damage reduction rate by 13.88. Now here's the problem. This is a good jutsu. The issue with this jutsu though is the fact that he himself is not a 5k character, which means with Sai he won't get second turn jutsu. With Jiraiya actually can get first turn jutsu now. So unfortunately Jiraiya actually does what he's supposed to do better than Hashirama does. Hashirama will do more damage of course, but Jiraiya overall I think is a better character. So keep that in mind when you're trying to build him, okay? Shall not tolerate anyone who seeks to harm the village. This is actually really good. He increases his own chakra on a skill too, which actually can make him get chakra really quick and more often, obviously. But the problem is, once he does this, he's off rotation anyways. So you're gonna have to wait that full rotation just to get him back, and by then you'll have your jutsu. So it's kind of good and it's kind of bad, right? In that regard. HP increase, of course, L, and overflowing charisma. So boost all allies' damage increase rate and damage reduction rate by 18.76%, and all allies, active allies' damage reduction rate by 22.7%. This is actually pretty decent. I have to admit, they're pretty good numbers too. Overall, though, just not enough, right? So gear-wise, I've got him 75 across the board. Scrolls and talismans 70 and 75, and vitality maxed out. All right, so now you guys know my thoughts on this. I haven't done this before, so I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I think he's a decent character at best. For new players, he's gonna be good. Because you can get his fragments, you can get him up a little bit right now. He's a power creep unit, so he'll do a little more damage. But for OG units who have Jiraiya's just going to, and Blossom specifically, those two are going to do what he does and better. Now, he does have better buffs and damage than Blossom, obviously, with Blossom as a heal and has decent status up moves on her, so like damage reduction rate up, etc. And as does he. But the only issue with him is the fact that he just gets outplayed by Jiraiya. So again, Jiraiya is a better unit, but doesn't mean Hashirama's bad. He's still good. He's just not God of Shinobi top tier status, right? Okay, so there you go, guys. Let's jump into the arena match. So I'll be right back and I'll find you guys that real quick. All right, guys, so here we are. We've got the arena match going. I've actually gone ahead and set him to with Rinne and Sasori to give them more damage increase rate and damage reduction rate with the active allied buff, right? So hopefully here we're going to see his jutsu obviously go off, and you're going to get to see his animation and how much damage he does. Now, here's the thing with him. He's not here for damage. He's here specifically, guys, to do buffs and to give you the tribe gauge up, very similar to Jiraiya. But unlike Jiraiya, of course, again, he can't get instant jutsu, so you are going to hopefully get him on third turn jutsu, which he's going to be able to do now, obviously. And we'll get to see how much damage he pulls off again, and we'll see where he's at in terms of the buffs and what he provides you. All right, so let's take a quick look here. We'll go through these guys real quick. Oh, look at that. No damage almost. Damn Naruto. Kid Naruto's a beast, man. I did like nothing to him there. Pure guard rate and damage reduction rate. Okay, here we go, guys. So here you're going to see that you saw the damage increase rate. You saw the damage reduction rate there from his buffs. Now, Deep Wood Style Bloom Jutsu itself looks incredible. I will have to admit, I'm actually a big fan of the Jutsu itself. And this is actually if you guys go back to my video a long time ago, you'll actually see this is exactly what I said his jutsu was going to be. So it's kind of cool being right on that because it is the first form of him. But there you guys have it. Like, not much damage, obviously. He did give me the tribe increase though. So next turn I'll be able to do my co-op, or aka my tribe, while the opponent cannot. So see here, I maxed out there. He did not. So now I'm going to go ahead and do that. So similar to Jiraiya, similar to Blossom, he is going to be much better than Blossom in arena for sure. Because he does damage, obviously, and the fact is he'll do probably just as good as her, or maybe a little better than her in NWT, but that's a little debatable, only because Blossom gives chakra to all of 3 people in the turn, rather than just giving it to himself with a skill 2. She gives it on her trait, and she does it twice, right? So that's where the catch is. You have to remember Blossom also offers things he doesn't, so it's kind of like, pick your battles, right? Depending on what you want to do. So he will be better in some modes, but he will also be a lot worse in others. But overall, I don't think, guys, he's bringing anything crazy and new to the table. So let's see. I think this is pretty much over. Let's see what we do here. This is probably going to end this one pretty quickly. All right. So let's see. Might lose a character here or two. Yeah, might probably lose Sai. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, didn't lose anybody. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end this. So yeah, there you guys have it. So I think with Hashirama, guys, the main thing with him is if you're new and you love the character, obviously, and even if you don't love the character, and you pull a 3-star or 4-star, and you can actually, and you've done this from the beginning, right, the beginning of the event, go ahead and use him. Obviously, he's going to do some good work for you in terms of tribe gauge increase, some buffs. He's going to do some decent damage for you. But if you're an OG or someone who's been playing this game for over, let's just say 7 or 8 months, you're probably going to find better units in there like Blossom and Jiraiya that will do more for you. But at the same time, some of you might not have those. So you know what? He will fill a niche that you need. He just doesn't do it well enough, in my opinion. So that's my take on Hashirama. Check out Tobirama hopefully tomorrow or the following day. And then we were going to do a tier list for you guys as well too. Just a quick thing here, Resident Evil 8 live feed will be going on tomorrow as well, every day hopefully for the next few days, or I'll do some edited videos. Plus, unfortunately, Summoners War, for those who are waiting for some videos, I had some account compromisations happening, so I'm dealing with that right now. I may not be able to log on for at least maybe 10 days or so. So keep that in mind, but if everything turns out well, I'll be back. And then also My Hero Academia is coming out, so we'll probably be doing that as well too. Alright guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, Hashirama, a little disappointing for the God of Shinobi. I was hoping for better. I think Tobirama is a better character, so I'm very excited to show you guys that showcase, but it will not be mine. It'll be my boy Mali's. Alright guys, thank you again. Have a wonderful day, everybody.